There are more than a few times where cartoons air way longer than they should, and that's what I'll be talking about today. Let's get started with The Simpsons. Now this is the first cartoon I'm talking about because it's the most obvious. The Simpsons has been going on for such a long time, and gradually it just got worse and worse over the years. Everything that made the original show so special was just completely ruined. I think the main reason for this is that the team lost their creativity. There's a certain time period a cartoon can have new episodes and still be fresh, but The Simpsons has by far passed that time limit. They make episodes that are sometimes rehashes of older episodes. The entire meme of Simpsons doing everything really is true. Like if you talk about a cartoon episode from a different show, chances are The Simpsons already did it because they've been on for so long. Don't get me wrong, there have been a few good episodes in the last few years, but overall, if we're talking about modern Simpsons versus older Simpsons, it is completely terrible and not worth watching for the original fans. The writing is not as good as it used to be, the storylines aren't really that interesting, and there's just not a lot to look forward to like the older days of the show. Next up, let's talk about SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, please excuse me, sir.
Oh, well, that's quite all right, Spongebob.
Wow, I'm getting recognized all over. Why, next thing you know, people are gonna start doing stuff like holding doors open for... Why, sir, I'm flattered.
The first 3 seasons and the movie of this show were absolutely incredible. If SpongeBob ended there, I would consider it one of the best cartoons of all time. It was just legitimately funny. There were so many amazing episodes and very few bad ones. It's a cartoon that anybody can quote nowadays, and you'll know exactly what episode that's from, and it basically unites people together because they're talking about SpongeBob, one of their favorite cartoons. However, after the first movie, the show was supposed to end, but it continued with a different crew, and the show just got worse over time. It went through an extremely dark period from season 6 to 8. There were almost no good episodes there, and we got some terrible ones like the Splinter. Those seasons took everything good with SpongeBob and completely ruined it. Those SpongeBob episodes went for gross out humor that I'm pretty sure nobody really liked at all, and it was not creative with its storylines. It was just very hard to watch compared to the first 3 seasons. Now yes, I do think the very modern seasons of SpongeBob from like 9.5 to 11 are quality episodes. However, I don't think the show will ever reach the maximum peak that it had in seasons 1 to 3 in the movie. So while SpongeBob has been getting slightly better, I still think it should have ended long ago after the first movie when Steven Hillenburg himself wanted it to end. That way it would have gone out a hero instead of stretching out long enough to see itself become the villain.
Solitude in E minor.
Yeah, E minor, all right, yeah!
Because of this, I just consider seasons 1 to 3 in the movie to be a completely different show from the modern seasons. There are quite a few differences between the two, and I feel like if we're classifying them under the same show, it's just not right at all. Lastly, I want to talk about the Fairly OddParents.
Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him commands.
This show should not have aired as long as it did. I mean, in the earlier years when it was just coming out, it was just Timmy and his Fairly OddParents. They were going on adventures, Timmy was making wishes, making mistakes. It was always cool to see how those stories unfolded. But then Fairly OddParents started going on really long. They added so many different characters that nobody cared for at all. It was basically jumping the shark because they needed ratings. They knew a lot of people weren't watching, so they decided to change the status quo of the show. First, they added Poof, which I honestly don't think was that bad. A lot of people say that's what ruined Fairly OddParents, but I don't think that's the case. I think it was just over time, the Fairly OddParents kept adding characters. If it was just Poof, it wouldn't be as bad. But then we got Sparky, and he was a terrible character. Nobody liked him, and he was even deleted from the show the next season because fans really did not like him at all. And then we go to season 10, which added Chloe. I don't know what to say about Chloe. She's a complete Mary Sue of a character. She basically has no character development at all. And it's a real shame what the Fairly OddParents turned into with the modern seasons because it's just complete garbage.
I tried too hard to fix things and I end up annoying people, destroying cities, and then no one wants to be my friend. Oh, come on, that's not true. Really? Do you want to be my friend? Sure.
That's not what you told me, Timmy! Roll the tape!
I will never be Chloe's friend!
Yay!
The older episodes had some incredible storylines and definitely some really interesting TV movies, but over time the show just lost what made it so special in the first place, and if it did end many years ago, then it would have gone out as one of Nickelodeon's best cartoons. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos, give a thumbs up, and comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.